Welcome back, everyone. This week we're talking about the 4th session recap for the Malifaux Narrative League, this time with 100% more AdeptiCon. Alright, everybody. I'm still in Chicago on my way home from AdeptiCon, but Malifaux Narrative League Session 4 is a wrap, and we have some pretty interesting results. So, in first place, with 18% of all of the league points earned, we have the Bayou faction, and the second place faction this week is the Outcast, with 17% of all of the league points earned. And great job to the other factions. We had a really close third place tie between the Rezzers and the Explorer Society at 14%. And coming up pretty close, we have 10 Thunders and the Arcanists at 12%. And the Guild and Neverborn are a little bit worse behind at 9 and 5%. But it's still anybody's game. We have 3 weeks left of this league, so get out there and report your games and make sure you're letting us know if you're winning for your faction, especially if you're one of the factions who haven't claimed a territory on the map yet, which is basically just the Neverborn and the Guild. But without further ado, let's see where they've taken over this week. So the Bayou this week have taken over the southern slums, and the Outcasts have taken over the central western slums. And that leaves us with the Bayou, the Outcasts, and the Arcanists with 3 territories claimed each, the Resurrectionists and the Explorer Society with 2, and unfortunately that leaves the 10 Thunders, the Guild, and the Neverborn down to just 1 territory apiece. But make sure that you're reporting your results for Session 5. It's still very much anyone's campaign. Anybody could find Ramos' secret weapon, and the best way to make sure that your faction wins is to make sure that you're reporting the games that you play. So, on to this week's League First achievements. We have Ed Hartman, who got Summer 2's Piles of Loot achievement. Tyler got Molly 1's Catching Up. Turtle Club 13 got Rezzer's Yanlo to Go Fly a Kite with a very tired Gokudo, I'm told. Fate Sealer got Lynch 2's Getting Clean achievement, and Ed got Yoko 1's Patience achievement. A couple special shoutouts to Nikolai Galeev, Ben Varnum, and Lord Zombie. Nikolai got Scary Go Round by Ivan Double Agent, which unfortunately has already been gotten this campaign, but great job nonetheless. And both Ben and Lord Zombie got the Nelly 1 achievement, Yellow Journalism. And finally, our all-time most first achievement getter so far is Turtle Club 13, who has 4 first achievements. That's very beatable goal. You could take the turtle down. All you got to do is get a couple more, and hopefully you'll take a look at our Discord to see what achievements haven't been gotten yet, and I'll be posting those probably before this video goes live. So take a look there, and you can see what's left for grabs for League Firsts. Now, onto what is my favorite section of our recap videos for each session of the Narrative League, where I talk about some of the cool stuff that people shared with us in a reporting forum for neat stuff that happened during their games. The first one I have for you this week is Alexi, who was playing against Victor, and he had 2 gunslingers kill a whiskey golem thanks to the Injured Workers Act on Tony's card, which let them basically staple in the suit for what I can only assume is armor piercing. Maybe it was puncture, but it was probably armor piercing. Antonio Martin was playing at a game against Ben Varnum and shared with us a cool anecdote from his Cavern Nephilim, who are apparently very quick. I haven't gotten to play with him yet, but he managed to sneak an in-your-face endpoint by overheal unengaging as they activated to bolt for the end zone in the last round. Sometimes the anecdotes people share with us are a little sad, but the actual Hooded Rider was playing a game against Ed, who apparently he died at the end of round 3, and unfortunately him and Hinamatsu are no longer on speaking terms. Which, can I just say, I've been there, bud. I know how it is. Hinamatsu's a fickle mistress. Fate Sealer was playing a game against Larry the Cable Guy as Lynch against Foundry, and Mayfang's crew's too armored, so he basically had to light everybody up with brilliance. Ed Hartman was playing a game against Jess, and I guess he named one of his gremlins Esteban, the gremlin that could. Apparently held up Tony and the captain at a choke point for 3 turns. And when he finally died, they had to waste 3 Severes and a Red Joker to kill him. And now we'll have a brief moment of silence for Esteban. We had another game where Greg was playing against Timmy, and Greg was playing 10 Thunders, Timmy was playing Bayou, and Greg had Jacob Lynch shoot Zoraida and got the Looming Darkness trigger to place Hungering Darkness in base contact, but unfortunately, before the Hungering Darkness could activate, a fast Bad Juju swung out of left field and managed to put Hungy out of his misery with 3 attacks, uh, in the ultimate attack ending with a red joker to damage 7 him so that he was no more. We had Diarmorwood play Zendar and had a survivor killed a Draugr with a 6 damage shot by flipping a red joker, double disadvantage. Minions Rage played against Kaith and had a respectable game. The game where Turtle Club got his 4th first league achievement with Yan Lo, he was playing against Blackbeard Joe, and Peer Ravage managed to fire breathe to a Shigeru and a Gokudo to set them all ablaze with severe damage, and Ophelia and Francois kicked their objective down the center while the Gokudo was flying his kite around, which is to say Yanlo. Felix was playing Daniel as Kirai versus Sonya Creed. Sonya and Samuel managed to put 7 burning on Kirai immediately, but then Lost Love just ended that. Kirai unfortunately died on turn 2 as the first model to be removed from the game, and the game ended 3-2 after Kirai scored the 3rd victory point by turn 3 and then basically kept Sonya from scoring for the rest of the game. And the last story we have for you this week was Alcason playing against Timmy. Alcason was playing Colette and Timmy was playing Zoraida, and it was apparently a very popular week for Bad Juju, who got obeyed and became fast and charged into a mech rider. Unfortunately, it sounds like he didn't make it, but on turn 3, the first mate got killed by a rider with a lucky red joker. A Silurid was secretly 2 gremlins in a ghillie suit, and probably the most insane lucky flip of the week was Cassandra, who flipped a red joker for damage when charging into melee, ran out of cards in the deck, and then on her second attack did a second red joker for damage on a Breath of Fire, which is wild. Super, super crazy luck. Keep it up, Alcason. And that'll conclude all the super awesome stories. Keep these coming, guys. This is like my favorite part for sure, and it absolutely makes these videos a blast to do. But they're just cool, and one of the cooler things that we do in the league. So please keep them coming, and we'll hopefully hear from your cool story soon. All right. So that concludes our recap of Session 4 of the Narrative League. This session starts right now, Monday, March 27th, and will go until Sunday, April 9th. And the scheme pools for this week are going to be flank deployment with covert operations as the strategy. And the schemes will be deathbeds, in your face, power ritual, public demonstration, and lover's dilemma. And just like always, guys, I'll be putting a QR code up on the screen for a few seconds. If you go into your Malifaux app and open up a new game, click on the top right corner and you'll be able to scan this QR code and it will automatically import the schemes and strategies for you, so you don't have to fish around in the GG all through all 6 billion schemes that exist. So that's pretty much it. Make sure you keep an ear here on the planet. We have a bunch of cool stuff happening. Jump in our Discords. Check out Defective Dice, who will be putting out his lore video for what has happened in Session 4 with all the awesome characters that are participating in this narrative league that we're making. And yeah, other than that, just keep tuned. And if you're not playing, you got 3 sessions left to participate. So do it up. Bye.